Welcome to another edition of Expert Talks by Kalkine TV. I'm Sage, and today's guest is Mr. Simon Harrison, Operations Manager at AAPM Media. And business networking in clubs and associations can be highly beneficial to build up alliances, synergistic business ecosystems and mergers. But in the unprecedented times that we've seen with pandemic restrictions and geopolitical issues affecting the climate, sometimes these connections need to be done virtually. So for some background, AAPM Media is a private invitation-only social media platform for London businesses to invigorate connectivity. And today's guest will share insights from his work in the space. So it should be an interesting show. Bringing you live today, we have Mr. Simon Harrison, Operations Manager at AAPM Media. Welcome to the show, Simon.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Simon, we're glad to have you with us today. Could you firstly share your insights on the most optimum strategies to grow local businesses in the present market dynamics?
Yeah, you're right what you said. We're in unprecedented waters with regard to business growth. And so businesses need to be able to adapt to the challenging times. But in addition to that, what we really encourage clients to have is that firm foundation of perceived value for money and superior customer support. A lot of people are somewhat tired these days of automated responses and so forth, and companies that can offer a tailored or a personal touch to assist their clients, often finding just that small amount of percentage superiority over their clients. If I might give an example, some years ago I was talking with perhaps the most famous business directory in the world, Yellow Pages, and they were very reliant on their book distribution in order to generate business. But the internet had become the hot topic at the time. I mean, this is quite some years ago, and I was speaking to one of their consultants and I said, why is Yellow Pages still reliant on books when they mostly get thrown out? He said, well, we have a website, and I said, yeah, but it doesn't feature. The trend is towards more digital, and yet Yellow Pages was reliant on their books. Now, whilst Yellow Pages still retains a significant market share, they didn't move very quickly in this respect as far as we were concerned. And what that meant is that they allowed their competitors to gain a greater market share. And so that teaches us that when we're in challenging or fluid times, we need to be able to adapt to those times quickly. But the core principles of caring for our clients, of being approachable and offering value for money for our services must be the foundation on which those changes need to be built.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing that with us. And in these challenging times, you don't want to lose that quality of service that you aim to offer as a business, I suppose, as well. And also, you don't want to let competitiveness get nasty, because sometimes you hear of people clicking on Google ads so that their ads aren't reaching the proper clients and customers. So I suppose social networking in a platform like yours can allow for really positive business interactions. It sounds fantastic. And social media brings significant marketing prospects to local businesses. Could we talk about how local brands can optimise their social media reach, please?
Yeah, we've seen a trend over the last year or so to move away from perhaps in the past social media would employ high cost celebrities in order to promote their products, and that does have value, but there's been a trend towards more personal interactions. For instance, on YouTube, a lot of the personal bloggers and bloggers, they're gaining a significant market share because what they're doing is they're speaking directly to their customers on a level that their customers can relate to. And that communication is something that's really been the trend in recent times. And so what we've seen is a rise in influencers and people that the audience can relate to. And that principle can extend to all businesses. What businesses need to do with their social media is be able to communicate effectively with clients. It's not so much just a matter now of selling something. It's being able to speak to your customer on a one-on-one basis. So the challenge for businesses today is to be able to communicate with their customers or their customer base in such a way as that it reaches the heart of people whom they're speaking, not just their logic or their purse strings. But what we want to do is we want to encourage businesses to use social media to actually motivate people more. And the way to do that is to use examples or to use figures in the social marketing campaign that are on the level of or can relate to that customer.
That's so true. And now we're seeing so much more alignment between customer experience as well as employee experience and engagement. So there's that synergy there as well. And social media and building up narratives is so important to see the real life aspects of people gaining from one's business. So the ABBR Business Social is a private invitation only social media platform for London businesses. What is the mission of this platform?
We started this social media for businesses around about a year ago, and we've been experiencing about 20% growth per month consistently. What we've tried to do is build up a social media network. Although there are options such as LinkedIn and others that are currently on the market, we've been trying to make it more of an informal platform where businesses can not only post their updates, post their products and interact, but they can do so in a way that's perhaps a little bit more user-friendly. We found it very effective as a consistent growth month on month. And it seems every month we're achieving new targets. And what we've tried to do is to keep that platform without cost. We recuperate expenses through advertising and so forth. The clients do have an option to upgrade to a pro package, but what it does is it makes it a user-friendly, everyday social media platform for businesses. When you mentioned it's invitation only, we do that only because obviously the internet is something that's often misused. For instance, we get a lot of perhaps less credible businesses trying to post on there, and we want to keep it because there's been a lot of focus lately on misuse of social media platforms, perhaps people with agendas using social media platforms for their own benefit. So what we've tried to do is to keep the platform credible. And whilst that does sometimes reduce the amount of participants in that platform, what it does is we're trying to establish the credibility and the dignity of that platform for businesses to use so that they can feel safe but still communicate effectively.
Yeah, so true. I mean, that is such a pertinent point, the disinformation on the internet that we're faced with and the noise. It's really hard to sift through that chaff to find the pearls, basically. And we're having a really good discussion here, Simon. You're filling the time with so much vital information. Lastly, what are your goals at AAPM Media for 2022?
I think keeping the goals fluid is key because, for instance, businesses, if they face another lockdown, for instance, their budgets are hit significantly. And to be able to cater to serve those businesses, we need to be fluid, we need to be able to adapt to the challenges. So we're working on the key core issues, which is providing an effective and cost-effective platform. But we also want to offer ways for businesses to be able to interact with their customers on a personal level. Because they're really, customer service and value for money are what we believe are the key values for any business, whether it's digital or whether it's your bricks and mortar style businesses. So we're focusing on those core issues. We're adapting our products according to the needs, according to the times. And we're trying to not be too rigid because we never know what the next 12 months will bring, but likely there will be challenges. So keep the foundation strong and rise to the challenges as they arise.
Sounds great. All the best with that, and especially with the increased digitisation we've seen. It's great to hear that you're supporting businesses to stay relatable in the space and to build their brands in a relatable manner. Thank you so much for sharing your insights today, Simon.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And for the full recorded interview with Mr. Simon Harrison, please head to Kalkine Media's YouTube channel. Until the next episode, keep watching Kalkine TV for more of these live expert talks and market insights. Until the next episode, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine Media.